What is up, everyone? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another News Essence video that I have here for you guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at Ark Survival Evolved being announced for the Nintendo Switch. Big news coming out of GDC 2018. We also have big, huge sales for Kirby Star Allies on the Nintendo Switch. That game had a great debut in Japan, and also the Nintendo Switch version of VIII Lacrimosa of Donna. We also have a release date for that, so we got a jam-packed News Essence for you guys. A lot of great topics. Let's go ahead and get right into it. And we're starting off first with Ark Survival Evolved. The developer has announced the game for the Nintendo Switch at GDC 2018. We saw the first video of this yesterday. I talked about it on my live stream as well, but I wanted to go into more of the details in terms of what the developers had to say when it came to Nintendo Switch's power, cramming down the file size, and so much more in terms of the development aspects of it, because a lot of people are wondering, like, what the heck? This game doesn't even run that great on the PS4 and Xbox One. How are they going to get this big game on the Nintendo Switch? So let's go ahead and get into what they have to say about the announcement. This was coming from the developers of the game. Quote, Studio Wildcard only asked for the first playable. That's not even straightforward port. They just wanted to be able to play it, but maybe sound isn't there yet, or no cutscenes, or not all the controls are implemented yet. Now they're talking about the demo of the game in terms of what they're showing off on the Nintendo Switch at GDC. Now that's the first playable, and that's what we agreed. But we went all the way and did a straightforward port on every subsystem and then some. We still have some work to do, but it's already running close to 30 frames per second in most cases. Now, they also talked about the Switch's power and developing for the system in terms of the work that they're doing there. Quote, Nintendo Switch is not as powerful as PS4 and Xbox One. Everyone knows that. Having said that, the difference isn't as big as the general perception would have you believe. In some locations, you need to downsize a bit on the distance you're able to view, but not as much as you would think compared to the PS4 and Xbox One. Obviously, in terms of the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro, that's a different story, but compared with the base platforms, Switch is not that bad. Performance is not really the issue. The issue instead is the size of the carts. The 32GB carts are expensive. You shouldn't be wanting to do that. So we need to fit everything on 16GB, whereas the standard game on PS4 is much larger. It's a crazy ratio we've been talking about. However, thankfully, there are a lot of opportunities for reduction without changing anything anyone will notice. Another thing we can do is do a cartridge version and then do a staggered downloads to make the game complete. That's probably the hardest part, finding all the new technicalities and quirks that you get with a new platform. Of course, with the runtime memory footprint, there's not as much as PS4 or Xbox One, so that means you need to reduce the content that is being used at any one time. Partially that's the case of having fewer dynos here or there, and downsizing on the actual content experience, but that's only a bit. The rest of it is just clever compression algorithms. So it seems like they're taking a really aggressive approach when it comes to the Nintendo Switch version of this game. Many felt that there was no way this game could come over. Even when the Ark Survival devs said that, hey, yeah, we're looking into potentially getting a Nintendo Switch version, we're not going to rule it out. People just kind of ruled that out as just noise from any developer leaving things open. But no, the game's actually coming. And if you check out the 1-minute footage of them showing the game off in the portable play, it actually looks really good. It's not finished, but it looks good. There's some dinos on there. The graphics aren't too horrible at all. And it looks like it's running at a stable frame rate for just the first demo that we're seeing right then and there. It's not like 10 frames per second or anything like that. And I've always said, even if the game doesn't reach the levels of performance or graphics or whatever as the other systems, it's better to have the game than not have the game at all. And many people felt that the game couldn't even come over. So for me, as someone who is primarily playing on the Nintendo Switch, and I like the options of Joy-Cons to be able just to play while lying down, and have portable options of playing and being able to take the system and easily hook it into a separate room just by another dock, I think that this is the version that I'll probably try out, because I've been somewhat interested, but not really. But I have a lot of people who play on Switch here in the community, and a lot of you guys seem to be interested, so therefore I'm a little bit more interested in this franchise because of this announcement. And it's so cool to be able to play this style of game once again anywhere that you want. I think that's exciting even for the developers. They talked about that, saying to where they can have this portable experience of Ark anywhere that they want is interesting, and it's going to have all the content that the PS4 and Xbox One versions have, even with online multiplayer and everything like that. So it's really exciting to see more developers hop on the boat here when it comes to Nintendo Switch, and that's due to the sales of the Nintendo Switch. This game is using Unreal Engine 4, and it has pretty much all the tools that they need. They just have to make sure that they optimize and program it cleverly the right way, and we're going to see more and more games being announced for the Nintendo Switch, not only because of the great Unreal Engine 4 support, but because of the fantastic sales of the system. If this system wasn't selling, we wouldn't be getting these third-party games. So what do you guys think about Ark Survival Evolved for the Nintendo Switch that is dropping this fall. It's coming out this fall. That's so crazy that it's coming out this year. They announced it this year, it's coming out this year, so that's great to see as well. What do you guys think about all this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the next article here, we do have some news from the Media Create sales charts from March 12th, 2018 through March 18th, 2018. We got the first debut sales for Kirby Star Allies, the brand new game for the Nintendo Switch, and it had a really good debut. Debuted to over 200,000 copies sold, so let's go ahead and get into that, and also the hardware numbers as well. So kind of just going down the list here, I'm just going to read off some of the notable games from the Nintendo Switch, or even new games on PlayStation 4. So number one was Kirby Star Allies. That sold 222,031 copies on the Nintendo Switch, one of the biggest debuts for the franchise ever. We've heard about some good sales in the UK and other places too, so this game is a sure bet to hit 1 million units sold, and people are having a lot of fun with Kirby. I've been having a lot of fun with it as well. Now moving on, Splatoon 2 continues to be the evergreen of evergreen sellers. We're going on 1 year now for this game, and once again it sold another 30,000 copies, not including digital, this many weeks out. That's absolutely incredible. Over 2.1 million units for that game. Attack on Titan was number 3 and number 4, both versions. The PS4 version was number 3, the Nintendo Switch version was number 4, and they both sold around 22 to 28,000 units. PS4 28,000, Nintendo Switch 24,000. The PS Vita version also sold another 15,000 plus, so not bad at all, about 70,000 without including digital for Attack on Titan. Not bad for that style of game. Then you also have stuff like Mario Kart that was in the mix, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey was also there. Overall, not a bad week at all for software. Got some big new games that came out that did well. And Kirby was pretty much the highlight in terms of software. When it comes to hardware, the Nintendo Switch was once again at number 1. It seems like the Monster Hunter effect is pretty much over in Japan, because the PlayStation 4 dropped down to about 22,000 units sold for this week, despite getting quite a number of new releases. And the Nintendo Switch was up to 54,342 units, so that was up almost 10,000 units from last week's 45,000 units. But overall, it doesn't really matter which one does more or whatever the case is. All that matters is that both of them are doing well. And the PlayStation 4 necessarily isn't doing well in Japan, but it's doing well enough, and the Nintendo Switch is obviously doing great right now for not having some of the bigger hitters that came out, like Monster Hunter and also like Dragon Ball Z and all that. But Kirby had a nice boost there, and we're going to see Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. That's going to be another game that's coming out very soon here. Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U did well in terms of that starting out, but once again, it is a port. Sometimes they go one way, sometimes they go another, but overall, really good stuff for Kirby, really good stuff for the Nintendo Switch, and seeing good sustained sales across the board. So what do you guys think about Kirby and its big sales debut and the Nintendo Switch once again being number 1? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the final article here, we have some more exciting news for RPG fans on the Nintendo Switch. So Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana on the Nintendo Switch will drop officially on June 26th in North America and June 29th in Europe. So really good to see Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana, and also some bonuses as well for Nintendo Switch owners. So Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana will once again drop June 26th. Save the date, guys. North America, and June 29th in Europe. Publisher NIS America has announced Ys 8 and Octopath Traveler in back-to-back months. I mean, this is like a dream come true for me. So in Japan, it is dropping on June 28th. Now, the Nintendo Switch version of the game includes the content from both the PlayStation 4 and PS Vita versions. A Day 1 Adventurers Edition will include a reversible cover, an exclusive foil package of 3 character cards featuring Adal, Dana, and Doggy, as well as a double-sided poster featuring Dana and the map of the island Surin, and I probably said that wrong. And there's more of an overview if you want to check out some of the game. They have an epic tale, another side, takes the village, party on. There's all sorts of cool stuff with the game in terms of key features that you can check out on Nintendo.com, and of course the official release date, pre-orders, all that stuff. But I'm really excited about this. The foil cover and the map is cool. The cards are awesome as well. The Day 1 edition is not an extra cost. That's just what you're getting by going with the physical version of the game. So you know your boy is going over to Best Buy and pre-ordering that and picking it up Day 1. I'm going to be getting that Adventurers Edition, and I'm going to be playing it right here on Player Essence because I have not played the game at this point. Love my RPGs on the Nintendo Switch, and that is coming out very soon here, guys. This June, end of it will be great. And then, like I said, Octopath Traveler right after that. That is just so good. Such a 180 from the Wii U in terms of RPGs, and more in line with the 3DS in terms of it. So I cannot wait to play this one. Really excited about the game. Looks really good. So what do you guys think about Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana launching this June for the Nintendo Switch and the dates when it comes to Europe and when it comes to North America. Also, what do you think about the Media Create sales charts, Kirby and Switch topping everything? And also Ark Survival Evolved coming to Nintendo Switch as well, Unreal Engine 4 powered game. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming page. Consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes for your YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next video. Peace.